Hello guys and girls, it's Aaron Lee here, and I'm making a video called Sound the Hunting Horn. It's finally time to hunt. It's from Pixel Legends website, an article published on January 18th, 2014 by Ricardo Gonzalez. And he wrote, nobody said it was easy to slay titans. Through multiple console and handheld generations, through many installments, the Monster Hunter series has been a franchise that we Western gamers have had a hard time wrapping our heads around after so long. It seems the series will just never truly take off as a mainstream hit. And yet it seems like it should be. The basic concept of Monster Hunter, a very attractive one. A very attractive one, by the way, is explained in its title. You play as a hunter of monsters, taking bounties on beasts and hunting said beasts through multiple stage levels. Upon victory, you'll harvest the monster's parts and use them to create better weapons and armor for your hunter, so you can take down even bigger monsters. That's it. Lather, rinse, repeat. No big sweeping story. Not hearty motivation. There is only the hunt. But much like an eager novice hunter going after the first Raven, most players seem to be enthusiastic enough to take a crack at the series. However, underestimating the task ahead of them and taking their first flawing swings at the monstrosity, resulting in disaster. Most abandoned the Monster Hunter life. In fact, even I previously tried to break into this Capcom stalwart back when I still had a PSP. I picked up Monster Hunter Freedom Unite when it was released. After only a few hours of fumbling with concepts like gathering and combining materials to make the most basic items and getting my ass handed to me by rampaging wyverns, I threw in the towel. Monster Hunter broke me. It was another 4 years before I ventured back into the wilds. That was before Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That was then, and this is now. Now there is no need for me or you to hunt alone. The path to victory has been paved with the blood and sweat of the hunters before us. Their noble sacrifice is our gain. And Monster Hunter is no longer the insurmountable levitation it once was. The time for all to join the hunt is nigh. That doesn't mean you should go in empty-handed, though, and while I won't make this a traditional review, I'll say you should definitely play Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate if you're willing to swallow some pride and do the following. Here's what you'll need. A guide. Most people will probably balk at this first requirement, but having someone or something guide you through the preliminary awkward phase of learning Monster Hunter Ultimate does a better job than most past installments of teaching you core concepts and putting you in a good position to learn the game. But you're going to need a lot more help than the game's willing to give up to actually starting off on the right foot. Get a strategy book, find a credible YouTuber, or find a friend to get you through your first big hunts, and you'll be a happier hunter for it. Next one is patience. Another forgotten piece of gaming behavior. This is tied to the first requirement. Monster Hunter's mechanics often seek to put you in the role of the tiller profession. And this includes all the somewhat mental things as well. Yes, you will shove your great sword into the faces of 50-foot Goliaths, but you'll also need to empty out that pack after every hunt so you can have room to carry more loot. Yes, you will track flying battleships across rivers and mountains while staving off hunger, but you'll also need to make sure those steaks you packed for the journey are perfectly cooked, or watch your stamina plummet. It certainly helps the role-playing elements of the game and the challenge, but dang if it isn't infuriating the first time you improperly manage, you forge a set of armor you can't use because of false information, or fail to create an item on random chance. It's a bit infuriating. Third one, a sense of wonder. This one's a bit more abstract than the others. But Monster Hunter really thrives on a childish thirst for adventure. Like other games centered around big boss fights, half the boss fights, half the fun is just seeing what you're going to be fighting next. Here, that giddiness is exponentially increased because you won't just be fighting these bosses. You'll be wearing them. That sounds kind of bad, but trust me, that the more you're willing to give into the ridiculous, the absurd, and often just plain silly themes of Monster Hunter, the more you'll enjoy it. Through this, I've come to the conclusion that Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate is fantastically underappreciated game, and one that seems to be opening many's eyes, including my own, to what a fun and rewarding series this can be. I think you will too. Hence, let this be a call to action and a word of warning at the same time. This franchise deserves attention and is finally getting it. But I can't recommend it with just a number. Those looking to undertake the challenge of Monster Hunter need to realize it is going to be just that, a challenge. Nobody said it was easy to slay titans, but if you take the necessary precautions, it can be done. More than that, it can be a whole lot of fun. About the author, Ricardo. Ricardo likes video games, tweeting, and wrestling. And has got one comment from Brian, says, posted January 19th, 2014 at 4:25 p.m. And he said, my brother owns Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and while he really enjoys it, I can't get behind it whatsoever. For me, there are two major things that kill the game. Lack of depth and clunky movement. Fighting monsters seems to be nothing more than swinging a weapon, rolling out of an attack, and swinging again endlessly until the monster goes down, which can take anywhere from a minute in the case of a great Jaggy, or half an hour in the case of the Cedius. While initially it feels satisfying to take down the Ginnox for the first time. After a bit of reflection, one realizes that all they were doing was slashing, rolling. It doesn't feel like much of an accomplishment after that. If anything, the greatest feeling of accomplishment to be found after downing a crimson Kurupiko doesn't come from killing the monster, but from the fact that one was able to best the game's clunky movement. While it's realistic that characters wearing heavy armor or carrying heavy weapons should move slower to compensate, it just doesn't feel good. The game is certainly beautiful, and the crafting system is pretty cool. But I think Western gamers, for the most part, just like to see more depth when it comes to combat in hack and slashers. That was the one comment they got on this article. That was the article for you guys. If you guys are a Monster Hunter fan, I've never played the game myself. I can't really play handheld systems like I used to in the past. But I hope you will enjoy this article, and I hope you will enjoy the information, and liked it, of course. Guys and girls, the male side and the female side. And yeah. And thank you for watching my other videos too. And thank you for the comments that you gave me on my previous videos. And thank you for staying tuned for more, guys and girls. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the likes and the favorites and the subscribing and the opinions and thoughts and likes. I hope you really like it. That was the article for this, that was my video for the day. I will be doing another video tomorrow. It'll probably be update 13 of Justice League game and Batman Arkham Knight game. Update 13 will be coming out soon. And I will see you in my next video, guys and girls. And enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.